And third cheer of the Bloody Point. Today we're going to cover several topics. First of those is the faucet. The faucet is essentially a distribution system for a free NFT card. Free except for a small gas fee you will need to pay when you mint it and put it into your wallet. This is the interface for getting the card. This is in the Aftermath pack, and you will see what the card does here in a moment. It's a universal common card, an upgrade, and it's pretty good. So this card is available to anyone. All you need to do is go to that webpage, which I'll put the link to in the description, and claim the card. Now, the card, since the Aftermath pack hasn't dropped, you'll see it wasn't in my card list, but it is in my NFT list. You can see it there. So you do own the card. So I think everybody should do this. Free NFTs are always good. Next up, we have the emissions notification that came out today. So your Prime earnings were available to claim. That's today, November 18th. I've shown this process before, but I'll demonstrate it again.
Surely this shouldn't be a problem for you.
You go to the website.
Solve it if you want your payday.
Click the claim link on the rewards page. Perform this basic math. Confirm it. And you will get your Prime. So this is the accumulation up until the 15th of November. I didn't quite have enough Prime to purchase the Aftermath pack, but with the Prime that I had previously and the amount that I got on this claim, you will see in the top right my total exceeds the cost of the Aftermath pack, so I can buy it without having had to spend any actual money. Here is the Aftermath purchase page. You'll see there that you can buy up to 10 packs, 11 Prime each, so around $9,900. Now, the pack contains 10 cards, and the card breakdown looks a little bit like this. I will go over it in more detail later in the video, but you can see the 10 cards are broken down into tiers, or rather, the availability or rarity is broken down into those categories, and this will determine which kind of cards you get in your pack. Again, we'll cover this in more detail later, but you'll see now I'm going to add one to my order, 11 Prime. Click the purchase. Authorize the transaction. And again, this is the manifest, so you're basically pre-ordering it. You don't actually get the cards until that drops. There we go, complete a purchase. These will be available after the 23rd. I believe it might even be the 25th of November, but public goes live on the 23rd. So you can see the redemption of the pack itself, and then the opening is a whole other thing. So back to the rarity breakdown for the Aftermath cards. Again, you have 10 cards broken up into these two tiers. The first card slot is tier 1, and slots 2 to 10, or 2 through 10, are tier 2. You'll notice that, for example, tier 2 gives you 0 chance of getting a first edition legendary, while tier 1 does give you a percentage chance for that. And generally speaking, the first tier slot is like the big one. You'll notice that you have chance of legendary first edition, common second edition, uncommon second edition, rare second edition, legendary second edition, and the Prime. Now, Prime is not just cards. Prime is a whole other category of redeemables, which I'll go over as well. But you're looking for very specific things. Obviously, you want cards that will suit your parallel and go in your deck, or that'll have a good value on the market. But the Prime is a bit more broad, and these things are redeemed for items of different types that will be of general use to pretty much everybody, regardless of what parallel you're playing. We will break that down as well. So keep in mind, this is once you've purchased and redeemed an Aftermath pack, you will get your cards, and you will be looking at this breakdown. Now, the really interesting one of those, where you have a 7.76% chance, are the prime assets. These are broken down, as you can see. 3 of these are actual cards: the masterpieces, the prime variants, and the art cards. I believe art cards is the artographs. And then you also have card backs and redeemables. Now, it's important to remember that they recently increased the rewards, the prime earning rewards, for certain things, including the rarity of cards. And also, some of these will increase your rewards based on the pre-existing benefits. But the really big one here is the redeemables, and we'll break the redeemables down as well. What you're really looking for in that tier 1 prime slot is these tier cards, which are redeemed for one of the 1,500 different items that you can get. You can see them listed there, but we'll also look at the infographic and see how that gets broken down. The really big one, of course, is avatars. So 24 masterpieces, 426 prime variants, 50 avatars. That's all in the alpha tier. And in the beta tier, you have 187 legendary native language, I think is what NL is, cards, and 813 legendary special edition cards. So that's like huge if you score one of these. I think something that isn't obvious, and I'm going to mention here, is that if you manage to get an avatar via this, you're basically getting access to the colony beta, which is Q1 of 2025, without having to drop the $1,000 or whatever it is for an avatar. That's, like I said, pretty incredibly huge. And if that wasn't sufficient motivation, they also recently announced a new rewards boost that will be occurring for December. If you buy an Aftermath pack and you buy the Premium Battle Pass and are in the top 50 of the ranked leaderboard, you will get a portion of the 10,000 Prime that is up for grabs. Now, how this actually is going to work is unclear. It's not obvious that you have to do all 3, but I believe you do, and how that Prime will be broken down. But this is very achievable, and yet more motivation for picking up an Aftermath pack. So just to sum up some details, you can currently take advantage of the Aftermath Manifest and purchase packs up to 10. If you buy 10, there's a 10% discount. And you can do that if you are an avatar holder, an active player this season, or you have a masterpiece, prime key, or art card. If you are any of those, you can do that up until the 22nd of November. The purchasing is open to the public on the 23rd. That is when you will also be able to redeem your purchase packs. And then on November 25th, the cards will be playable. For people in bonds, that might be a little later, but generally speaking, those are the dates of note. All right, guys, hope this was helpful. Thanks as always for watching. More content coming soon. See you in the next one.